Very important that you work with your strengths. You work with what you're good at. You work with what you're blessed with. All right. If you were born into a rich family, that's nothing to be ashamed of. We hear people all the time say things like, "Oh, I didn't have a handout. I wasn't born into a millionaire family." There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. All right. We gotta put everything to our advantage. We gotta make everything align to where it works for us, right? Because I could have been born into a rich family, and that wouldn't demotivate me at all. I'd say, oh, it's in my blood. It's in my blood. Like the rest of my family's rich, then I'm gonna be rich. The fuck else am I gonna be? But I wasn't born into a rich family, so my way of framing it to help me out is, well, I wasn't born into a rich family, so I'm the one who's gonna start it. I'm the one who's gonna make the change. It's all about, listen, life is all about the story you tell yourself. You keep telling yourself bullshit, you keep telling yourself nonsense. Well, of course you're not gonna get far, bro. I'm gonna put on this jacket because I don't like the way this shirt makes me look. Of course you're not gonna get far. Like you gotta make everything work in your favor, right? Everything that you can control. And there's not a lot in life that you can control, but one of the big things you can always control, you always have full authority over, is what you tell yourself. You have full authority about the story, about the vision, about everything you tell yourself you want to become and what you want to do. Like, that's something that no one else can control unless you let them. Like, just because the teacher told you that, oh, you're not gonna amount to nothing, or if your parents, they said certain things to you when you were younger, you don't have to fucking believe it. You don't have to believe it at all. You can make everything work in your favor, bro. Everything. Right? It's like, honestly, saying it out loud, I actually fucking love that analogy. Like, if you're born to a rich family, well, then it's in your blood to be rich. And let's say if you weren't, let's say if you were born to a family that middle class, poor, maybe even dirt poor, just down in the dumps. Well, it's your turn to make a change. That's why you're here. You're here to make the change. You're here to rewrite the entire history of your bloodline. Why else would you view it differently? Why would you choose to say, oh, this is it. This is where it ends? No. Like, don't fucking tell yourself that. Unless you don't give a fuck. Which, I mean, if you don't, I don't know why you're watching this video. But if you do, bro, start reframing the story that you're telling yourself. Make it work in your favor, right? Stop telling yourself stories that, oh, I'm worthless, or oh, I'm scared, or I can't do this because I don't have this ability, or I don't have this privilege. You can do whatever the fuck you want, bro. There's certain things you obviously can't change. Like, you can't lie and say, oh, I was born to a multi-million-dollar family if your family's not a multi-million-dollar family. Like, you just don't lie. Like, there's no point in doing that. But just because your family isn't rich, that doesn't mean that you can't be fucking rich, bro. If anything, again, that's where you tell yourself that story. All right, they might not be rich, and that's nothing to look down upon them for. Like, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but you want to be rich. At least I'm assuming you want to be rich, because I do. Like, why the fuck would I not want to be rich? Like, oh no, I'll decline the millions of dollars. Why the fuck would I do that? Everyone would take it, bro. Listen, whether we want to admit it or not, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to admit it. We all need money. Like, we all, I'm not saying that like as in like we're all broke, but we literally need money. This house costs money. These clothes cost money. The phone I'm recording on costs money. This mug, like, everything costs money, bro. Like, it'd be stupid for me to sit here and say that money's not important. Books cost money. Again, another book costs money. This fucking statue of Gogeta costs money. Like, all this shit costs money. This watch, it's not free. Like, we need money. You get the point, all right? Fuck everything that's in this house. The fucking house itself, like, it's not gonna pay itself. So don't fucking suppress your desires. Don't suppress your dreams and aspirations for the sake of being realistic or for the sake of being humble. Get the fuck out of here with that, bro. Like, just it's nonsense. Don't hold yourself back for no fucking reason. Because you want to be nice, you want to be virtuous, you want to sound, oh, money isn't everything. I don't need money, bro. We all would love to have more money than we do right now, because it provides us abundance. It helps us. It's able to provide us with resources. Better cars, better housing, better phones, better everything. Everything. Better transportation. You know? So if that's your desire, which again, I don't see why it wouldn't be. Like I don't see why you wouldn't want to make more money. Well, then start lining up your story to where you can make it happen. All right. If you're telling yourself, oh, you're stupid or you're unintelligent or you can't be motivated, you can't be consistent. Says who? Says who? Even if you haven't been in the past, now's the time. You gotta reframe you gotta reframe what you tell yourself, and you gotta reframe your identity. All right, just because you were lazy 2 years ago, that doesn't mean you have to be lazy for the rest of your fucking life. All right, if you quote unquote failed a fitness journey or a business, that doesn't really mean that you failed. The only way you truly fail is if you don't do anything about it, is if you decide to give up and just say, fuck the dream, fuck the vision. That's true failure. But if you started a business or if you started a YouTube channel and you didn't get this amount of subscribers you expected or you didn't get a certain amount of followers, that's not failure. I have 2 videos uploaded from yesterday. Neither one of them have any views. I don't know what the fuck happened. You know, it's weird. Like, even videos that don't get any likes at least get like 10 views. Don't know what happened. Don't give a fuck. Don't care. Like, what am I gonna do? Stop posting? Okay, then now I'll never get this channel off the ground. Never. Like, that's the one guaranteed way to not achieve anything, is to just not do shit. Yeah, I mean, now nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna fail, or quote unquote, but I'm not gonna succeed. I'm not gonna succeed at all. So, in short, just stop being your own worst enemy. The likes don't define your content. The views don't define your content. The numbers on the screen don't mean shit. Like they do, but they don't in the grand scheme of things. All right. If you want to start uploading YouTube videos, if you want to really get this YouTube channel, this YouTube up off the ground and running, yeah, your first few videos probably aren't going to get a lot of views, if any. You know, I have 900 subscribers, and most of my videos get views, but the last 2 just, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, I'd say they're pretty good videos. Like, I actually really enjoyed making them. I enjoyed rewatching them. Whatever. Honestly, that's what matters most. And, like, even if you do get a low amount of views, again, like, I guess low is, like, what, 10? That's still 10 people watching my video. Or 9, you know. I don't know, maybe somebody rewatched it. That's still, like, a couple of, that's a whole group of people watching my video. And that could be you, right? The 900 subscribers, it just took me like 3 months. Now, I know I have videos dated way back, but I took a super long break. I took a super long break from 2023. I posted like one video in 2024 and then in 2025. And then I just stopped. Right? It's very stupid, but whatever, is in the past. Again, that's why I said, just because you were lazy and you did something in the past, that doesn't mean you have to be that same person today, because I'm not. That's not me. That's not who I am. I don't give up. I don't quit. I'm not a fucking bitch. And neither are you. Neither are you. All right? Stop telling yourself that. Stop telling yourself that you're a quitter, you're a failure, blah, 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 blah. It's all garbage. It's all garbage. And you can listen, you can sit there and try and justify it all you want. Oh, but I did this back there. Why the fuck are you defending beliefs that are holding you back? Why would you do that? Like, obviously within reason, you know, like, if you're 5'6", I'm not telling you to lie to yourself and tell yourself you're 6 foot. But, like, bro, okay, maybe you fell off a year ago, right? Like, you were on this consistent journey and then you stopped. What, are you just going to define yourself as someone who quits forever? Like, is that what you want to be? Right? Like, I'm not even a quitter, bro. Yeah, I quote unquote quit a year ago. But now I didn't. Now I didn't, because I rewrote my history, bro. I'm back. I've been uploading for 2 weeks straight, every single day, nonstop, without fail, except for one day. This was last week, I think. But that's no longer who I am. I'm not a fucking quitter, and neither are you. So stop telling yourself that. Okay? Yeah. Again, you might have quote unquote failed, or something didn't go your way. That does not have to define you, so stop fucking letting it define you. It's not who you are. You are whoever the hell you want to be. And then once you define who you are, just follow along with the actions that'll further strengthen that for you. Okay? So you can't lie and say you're consistent and then not post on YouTube at all. Or you can't lie and say that you're a businessman and then just fucking beat your meat watching fucking porn videos on X. Like you obviously have to align your beliefs. Align your actions with your beliefs. And once you do that, just do it over a long enough time frame, and you're set. You're good. That's about it. That's all I gotta say. Peace.